The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 120. Get the Nasdaq up 8. S&Ps are up 6. Gold's down 580, trading at 12.53. You get silver down 6 cents, $16.07. Light sweet crude just won't give it up, man.
Definitely not.
Look at that. Up 73 cents. Hanging right at the 75, 74.56. Notes and bonds won't give it up either. You get the 10-year note down 1, 30-year bond flat. King dollar's up at 273 ticks, 94.08. Euros at 117.09. Yen is at 111.29. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, you want to understand the option market. Upside down, you want to understand strategies, you want to understand futures, you want to understand the most wonderful time of the year.
Right?
It's
here, man.
We're kicking into it.
Baby.
It's almost like those banks kicked into it yesterday. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Tom, we have breaking news from TD Ameritrade.
What is it?
We have, starting July 18th, there's a brand new show coming on from the 10 to 11 hour.
Oh, okay.
We're transitioning from the old swim lessons broadcast to a new show called Fast Market.
I like it.
Markets.
We are going to be, it's myself, it's Tom White, it's professional traders, and we're all talking about real-time data on the markets and talking about what's going on in the markets and talking about paper money trades based on real-time data and live situations. So we're going to be working you through trades that we put on during the show. So it's going to be almost like a live broadcast of what's going on in the trading day.
Kicking it off in earnings season, too.
From the 10, 11 o'clock Central Time hour.
That is awesome.
Perfect.
Oh, so it's still, okay. That's even heavier, man. I thought you were just going to knock us off.
No, we're going to get to feed right into it. Totally.
That's perfect. Okay.
Instead of the swim lessons broadcast, you're going to see this new Fast Market show.
That's
it's going to be better.
And you know what? That's what people want. If we
I
know
wanna
anything
learn.
being in the newsletter business, that's what they want.
I want to learn from, example trades and how
Right.
they play out. Exactly.
Right.
And really, it's us listening to our viewers and,
Yes.
our clients, and this is what they want. So this has been in the lab for several months. We've been working on this, and we're launching it July 18th. So TFNN will have that show live.
That's going to be amazing.
That is awesome. 8 days. That'll be here before we know it.
And you know, the thing, what's amazing is that think about how the business has morphed in general in the last 20 years. You know, first you'd have to get, whether it's the IBD or the Wall Street Journal or Barron's, and, over the weekend you'd be looking for trades, you know what I mean? And,
Sure.
like, I remember, man, like, you could study for, like, hours, and you're hoping to get 1 or 2 trades, right? And then as time has gone forward, I mean, you get a couple buttons, and all of a sudden you can scan everything so quick, and it's still a longer period of time, but you have a lot more trades that you have a good probability that, you want to put on. So it's pretty cool. And, of course...
Yeah, so... Hopefully, we're giving the viewers exactly what they're looking for. Think about this. It's kind of what our message is from the TD Ameritrade Network. It is all trading, no politics. If you can't trade off it, we're not going to cover it.
No, totally. And you know what has happened, too, which is pretty cool, Kevin, is that your show morphed kind of into that anyway. I mean, you were banging out some, really sweet trades, and then... If you haven't listened to it yet, folks, please listen to it, because what happens is this, is that especially in the option market, you can have trades and the trades can go south, but yet you can still try to fix those trades so that you're either going to break even or you're losing a lot less. And
of course, Tom, you know that. We guarantee nothing in this business.
Right.
But I guarantee you that if you put on trades on a daily and weekly basis, you're going to lose on some of them.
Sure, right.
So trade repair is just as important as finding the trade and putting the trade on.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. And I can tell you, you know, folks, if you haven't been in the option market, well, it doesn't matter how long you've really been in the market, if you haven't been in the option market for a long period of time. Because you, as Tommy I said, you guys still teach us and teach me almost every day. So that in itself, because you know, you personally have so much experience and a lot of different spins on it. So it's really freaking cool, man.
And digging into that platform.
The platform, you know, the platform, folks, if you haven't driven it yet, the platform's insane. You know, it's right in front of your fingertips. Bang, bang, bang.
Especially I like the earnings season. You can see those projected moves, the one variance, the two variance moves, right, Kevin? I like those charts.
Right, and we're getting a really good indication of that today with PepsiCo.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about when you came on the air, PepsiCo had a very small market maker move based on the options implied volatility, and the stock's moving much further than that. And we spoke about that. So those are the things we're going to be looking at on a daily basis. I mean, Tom, it's all salty snacks and oatmeal.
Yeah, no, man. I saw that come across, and you know what's amazing, folks? You got to kind of read the article, because the CEO, you know, basically come out, and, you know, she was saying that I got to get this together, but I think the quote was wrong. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying, as first as I looked at it, I says, oh my God, they just went from sugar, now they're going to push salt, and salt is high blood pressure. You know?
No, right.
If you look on the Thinkorswim platform and go to our company profile, you'll see on that company profile that the biggest, the biggest contribution to Pepsi's earnings is not PepsiCo. It's not even liquid. It's Frito-Lay and salty snacks.
Oh, and let me tell you.
37.8% of their earnings comes from salty snacks.
I know I absolutely cannot buy a bag of Doritos. I mean, because they are so good.
Some good salt and vinegar.
Oh,
Lay's
whatever they have in those Doritos, man.
Yeah.
You know, you end up you're in the couch. Your hands are totally orange, but boy, do you feel good.
I probably wouldn't even have to run on the treadmill if there were no salty snacks.
Totally.
Achilles heel. I don't eat sweets. I'm not a dessert eater, but salty snacks, look out.
I am too. Same thing, man.
It would make sense, as in just the soda deal. I mean, soda has a bad rap right now, but everyone loves some good Tostitos, and, you know, chips and salsa, whatever it be. Doritos, sign me up, totally.
And then of course, you know what's so funny is that when you go to the supermarket, I can't stand paying $6 a bag for them because it's like $6. But then when you see them, you know, buy one get one, it's like, okay, I got to buy them, whether I got to eat them or not. I got to buy.
The buy one get
I got to buy one and put them in the closet, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
they don't last long.
Yeah.
I don't like the buy one get one because then you end up eating 2 bags. But hey.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, man, that's great news, Kevin. That's going to be really dynamic because
fast markets. Totally.
Yeah, and not only that, you know, you talk about TD Ameritrade folks. You talk about a deep bench. Oh my God! I mean, you're talking about people that have been trading for a long period of time, and you know, no one has ever seen everything, but it's probably pretty close. You know.
Yeah, I tell people all the time when I talk to groups, I say, don't listen to me because you think I'm smart. Listen to me because I've been through everything that can happen.
You gotta love it. Well, listen, that is great news, Kevin. We look forward to the show in 45 minutes, and of course, we look forward to next Monday.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have a great one, Kevin. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 144. You get the Nasdaq up 4. S&Ps are up 6. That Nasdaq's only up 4 points when you get the Dow up at 143.
Yeah, it's interesting. They fluctuate back and forth. Which one's the leader, right?
I'm telling you, man. Pretty wild. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Darrell Martin at Apex Investing Institute. See what's happening in those currency markets, those commodity markets. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
How you doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Doing fantastic.
Good, good. So
some good moves yesterday, right? With the big old moves on the Dow and everything else, several hundred points.
Big number, man. Those financials went topside, and they went topside, and they took everything up with them. There's no doubt. I mean, it was,
They led the market.
Yeah, and we have J.P. Morgan. That's coming out. I think it's Friday, right? Friday.
Yes, J.P. Morgan, Citigroup, Citibank, I believe, is Friday.
It kicks it off, so that's the 13th.
Yeah, early, 6:45 in the morning. You're gonna get J.P. Morgan on Friday.
You know,
it was higher today, pulling back a bit, but yeah, quite a move across the board. And how about gold got in action and even today in both directions. Oil, $1 one way or the other is standard every day. It seems like now.
And if you're over on the Nadex platform, folks, okay, if you haven't test driven it yet, just come over to our website and do it, because you're gonna be. There's a lot of decent trades out here. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out if they're decent trades by the end of the day. Specifically because what you had inside that gold market, okay, they slammed gold last night, and the dollar index wasn't up dramatically. So it's like, okay, man, and a little
bit of an imbalance on that, yeah.
We all know they have these different strikes, and you're right next to a 1250, and gold was trading at 1248, and bottom line is that you were basically putting up $17 for a couple hundred.
You checking out some binaries possibly this morning?
Yeah,
nice.
I did the spreads. I probably should have done the binaries again, but I did the spreads.
Yeah, no, it's a good move. $6 off the bottom, $6.50 off the bottom already. Yeah.
So, yesterday, Daryl, I know you like trading those currencies. They had that pound moving around quite a bit. When you had good old Theresa May and her ministers going at it.
Apart,
yeah, exactly.
Oh man, they're all like falling apart, trying to figure out what they're going to do, and going back and forth on this whole Brexit thing. And
and this morning was interesting that even some of the news this morning, they were saying that, hey, listen, man, the opposition was saying, well, we need another vote. Wouldn't it be crazy that if it's 2 or 3 years later, and all of a sudden there's going to be another vote?
Yeah. I don't think they have the votes, and that's all.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to talking heads too, but supposedly, it's like there's a lot of turmoil, but they supposedly don't have the votes to really put in a vote of no confidence or whatever it is, or to put it. So it's kind of like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. So what are you looking at for the next couple of days, Daryl?
Obviously, today we had today we had the pound with the GDP. Tomorrow we have Draghi speaking in the morning, so that ought to cause a little bit of volatility.
Oh yeah. Okay.
3 a.m. So during the London session, and then of course a little bit later in the morning tomorrow, looking over at the dollar CAD. So they had their FOMC, their rate statement is coming out. So it'll be interesting to see if they make any kind of changes. And they have a press conference. First they do the policy report, then they release a statement, then they do a press conference, and then their Governor Carney comes on and speaks of the Bank of England.
Okay.
So for the pound, so that'll cause even more volatility. But so there's just a lot coming out with the pound and the CAD here in the next couple days. You got a couple FOMC speakers tomorrow, and so if they say anything that gives any hints of where they're feeling about inflation, raising rates,
the tariffs, right? Because no one knows yet what's going to happen, as to the aspect of what the hit is going to be on the tariffs, right? That's kind of the reality,
Got the whole trade war tariff thing going on. I know it's impacting a lot of companies already. One of the ladies that works for me at my ranch, she does a lot of accounting stuff for a steel company.
Yeah.
And she said that they're having a hard time finding steel, period, right now, because all the tariffs and everything else, and everybody's holding on to it, waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm expecting the rates to go up. They're having to buy at least 6 to 12 months out, and they're having a hard time finding it at all.
Right. Well, finding it at the price they want. You can get it, but you're going to pay up beyond belief. Right. And that's a problem because, as Daryl just said, and I wasn't even thinking about that, but could you imagine if you were trying to program for out 8 months of the year, and then if you buy at higher price and things change between that, you're already in, you're going to have to basically eat that. And what I'm talking about specifically, folks, is that you buy the steel, you're making a product, you're manufacturing it, then you're sending it out.
Sure.
And that's a high risk probability, man.
Yeah. We see it in oil, right? Some people gold, same deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Her literal job is to find the lowest price for the company which manufactures steel products.
Sure.
And they're having to go directly to the mills, and they're having to go around stuff and do completely different things than they've done before. And they say a lot of them are just holding on to it, and or they're selling it at just insane prices that they're like, we can't even make it for this. And so they're obviously very worried about how they're going to be able to pull off a profit, because people just don't want to pay that price that's built in to the steel.
Sure.
And then of course that's going to impact. You look at what's going to happen with GM and other companies that have manufacture cars and stuff, and most of their business is actually in China.
Yeah, well, listen, commercial buildings in the United States, will go up dramatically. I'm sure they probably already have. Because what happens with a commercial building, even if it's a small one, folks, okay, bottom line, you use steel. You're not using, you'll use block coming up, but across the floors, you're using steel. So that just there adds a lot of juice into the marketplace.
And you saw, just speaking of the China, you saw Tesla announcing today they're going to build a factory in China. So there's, exactly where they're, you just start building them wherever you want to ship them as opposed to shipping them.
Right.
And that eliminates that deal.
Yeah. And I'm even noticing that it's impacting aluminum. Even copper is actually starting to do some weird, actually it's pretty nice to trade right now. Over the last few months, in the middle of all this trade war stuff, it's been pretty volatile.
It has.
And And then, like right now, it's sort of funny because on aluminum, I'm actually putting up arena lights, so my daughter can ride at night because it's so hot in Texas right now.
Okay. So that you get the price. That's a personal deal with the price right away.
I have to buy 1,500 feet of aluminum.
Okay. I think he just went.
He's dropping a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Hey, the bottom line is that there's a lot of moving parts out here.
Yeah, and so that's cool he was talking about, as in we'll get some, Fed statements, not from our Fed, but just across in terms of Carney and going on with the pound and going on with the Canadian dollar, and that they'll be talking about that. You'll start hearing, the bank, federal bank chairman, chairwoman talking about those tariffs, and it'll be interesting to see how they affect each country individually as they all have their own kind of interest, whether they're what they export, import, right? I mean, what we've heard thus far is that they're small numbers compared to the economies. But guess what? They're small numbers that are going to contract no matter where, the prices are going up 25 to 40%. Not going up, but on top of the wholesale price. Well, you're going to sell less. I mean, I would agree.
That's how it comes down to.
And just to remind, you can go right under breaking news, and then Daryl. We've had John Skelton on before. Yeah. He's got a webinar. They always have webinars, news. You can get to both, but 2 days from right now, doing a webinar. We're talking about the binaries. So John of Apex Investing with Daryl. So check out that webinar, completely free over there.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 138. Nasdaq's up 8. S&Ps are up 5. Let's go into the NDX. The NDX bottom line is that NDX 100 is flat. So that's pretty intriguing, actually.
Yeah.
You got, what's that?
IDEX Labs.
IDEX Labs. Oh, my God. Look at that. It's $236. This is, I got to look at this thing. So IDEX Labs, see Westbrook, Maine?
Yes.
Okay, so I remember when this company started, I got to bring this back to 1998, I think, or 1994. Look at this thing. That's 99. It's at $3. Because what was happening is that one of the guys that were in our trading shop, right, was from, do you remember Dave that had the blueberry farm?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. So he was in this stock because it was right down the block from him, the guy that started this thing. Look at that thing. And it,
pretty cool.
Yeah, $2.48. I'm sure. Yeah. It stayed there forever, but look at that.
Not forever. It's at 236.
I know. I just let me just see.
Hold on. Oh, go ahead. Yeah,
let me just see this revenue for a second, because this is a. I just got to see this thing because it was. They
have a 67 PE. I was just looking at. So they got some growth.
It's a $2.2 billion company now.
Yeah, and it's a $20 billion company that takes in $2 billion a year.
What do they do again? Like provides diagnostic detective information system for veterinary, food, water testing applications. Wow.
So it's vet health technology.
There's so much money in the vet business now. It's insane. Okay, so let's see what you got. Win is up.
You supply a decent amount of that.
I do.
Animal farm at home. So
Win's up 2.8%. You got Micron up 2.2. Tesla's up 2.
What's going on with Win? Well, go. Yeah. We can finish out the negatives as well.
We can do Win. So.
Macau gambling back up. That's quite a turnaround off those lows in terms of. We were just at almost 150. We're at 164. What's the low there?
Look at that, 151. That's quick, I know. When they hit these,
it's almost a 10% pop.
Look at the consolidation. The top of it's 202.
Yeah. Can we go into the news for that?
That's pretty intense.
Upgraded to a buy, so they got an upgrade, and maybe that had to do with pulling back a bit. You know, as in you're an analyst and you see the stock go down that much, you say, hey, guess what? You know, it's worth more than that decline.
So if we go into the negative out here, you got Cerna.
What's up with
is down 4%. Biogen's down 3.7. Dish 1.9. eBay 1.3.
Yeah.
So
nothing too crazy.
Let's go to Jose and Brandon. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, gold is up to its horrible self again. It's like riding that rickety wooden roller coaster in Revere Beach after eating a clam plate at Kelly's.
And, folks, that's a dangerous one.
Hold on.
The Revere Beach.
I can just imagine. I don't know if I've been on it, but
no, you haven't.
Sounds like an old rickety.
No, you weren't. You weren't. No, by the time that you were around, when me and him were teenagers, man, you go to the Nantasket or Revere, and you know those wooden roller coasters.
Do a nice cross before you get on, hoping you have all your limbs when you get off. Yeah, nice.
Tom, I hope that wasn't you back in '74 when I threw up on your shoes. I apologize.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, man. It's even.
Tom, this roller coaster ride with gold, up in the morning, crashing. I'm helping little old ladies across the street in the morning, and then I'm yelling at them in the afternoon when gold crashes. It's making me crazy.
Yeah, I agree, man. You know, and yesterday, there's no doubt. I believe, you know, what he's talking about yesterday, folks. I mean, gold couldn't hold price. You know. Now that being said, this morning, we'll find out whether it's going to be a good scene. I mean, we get down to 1247, it rejected it, and you know, as I said to a couple of these tigers, you know, we were talking this morning, and this is, you know, a situation that does happen after a long downtrend. You know, you're testing the strength that it came off the lows at. So, you know, I'd like to see gold close today, though, closer to 1259 than even where we are now. Because in the middle, it's like, okay, man, you did all right, but not. If we close at 1259 now, okay, there's where the test was. You know, it's showing that. It had some strength. Right. You know. Now
but what about the markets rallied a few percent in the last week? The gold, is there a decoupling going on here because it was the gold would go up with the market, down with the market. Now we're seeing it fade and get down even though the market's rallying. If this market gives it up, and I don't think you're going to see Feb 9 lows until November if Donald Trump's in trouble, but be that as it may. Is there a decoupling going on? Because I would rather see a decoupling with gold in the market.
Yeah, I know. I think we've had been decoupled for a bit because, like, even this morning, right? So what ended up happening, I bought the gold contract this morning, and what was blowing my mind is that the dollar index was still only up 300 ticks, and gold was down $10. It's like, okay, man, I'm going to give this a shot. Now, there seems to be a decoupling. Well, I don't know if it's a decoupling, but gold is definitely still weaker than even the dollar is stronger. That's how it's setting up. That's how it is.
Yeah. What's for dinner? She's Ma. It's Ma again, Tom. I ask her what's for dinner. She says, I don't know. The labels came off the cans. I like to throw it from a train. Thanks, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. What happens, and you can see from that conversation, folks, if you're in the gold market for a long period of time, it is frustrating, man. I mean, it's, what does happen, though, too, is that it's not that you get used to these moves, but you can get used to the frustration.
Yeah, we were just at, 1370 not that long ago, right? I mean, it's quick, and it's quick as to you got $10, $10 is gone like that, right?
Yeah, and what you don't know is that when it moves, then all of a sudden it really moves.
Sure.
It's like, okay, man. Like if we go over to the GDX, because we were talking about the last 3 times the GDX failed. Now, it hasn't failed yet, okay? But what I mean is that, we went up on April 18th, right? Went up nice. It had some strength, came all the way back down. Went up again on the May 2nd, couldn't handle it. Went up again almost on May 24th, couldn't handle it. Now, this time, this is going to be, we haven't failed yet. A failure would be like when we get underneath 22.28.
Sure.
So, but we're only 20 cents away from that.
I know, right? It's not good action for today and yesterday.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Now, that being said, if we put this on the weekly, you actually have pretty good action because what we did last week, that was big action for 3.5 days. We closed July 4th. We closed at 1 o'clock.
Definitely.
And we did some good volume. So, hey, we'll see where it shakes out. The bottom line is that the market, so picture even the market in general, for as much as that's going on between countries and taxes and tariffs and, the market keeps shaking it off, man. That's the bottom line.
It sure does.
It
does.
So we'll see where this whole baby shakes out. If we go into the Dow Industrials, let's see the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow today. So what is that, DuPont? So Boeing's still the number. Boeing's putting 39 positive points. United Health 20, Chevron 9. That's DuPont. Is that the name?
There you go. Yep, Dow DuPont.
Dow DuPont. That's right. Okay.
And on the negative, almost nothing. Walgreens Boots, I think they got a downgrade today, so down slightly, but...
Okay, so watch this. Now, this is where this gets interesting. As Tommy just said, we have really nothing negative, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And yet we're only up 151. Now, that's not too impressive.
Yeah. Right? No, I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty marginal across the board.
Yeah, right. 877-927-6648. We have the Dow. Just as I say that, the Dow goes from 131 to 151.
300.
Yeah, exactly. Dow up 150, Nasdaq up 15, S&P's up 7.5, gold down 5.30, silver down 6 cents, oil $74.05. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 153. Nasdaq's up 17. S&Ps are up 8.5. Let's go over to Gail Mercer from the Traders Help Desk, as we do each and every Tuesday at 40 past the hour. Gail, morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you doing, Tom?
Good, thank you. Good.
Morning, Gail. Welcome back to TFNN.
Oh, thank you. Good morning.
Definitely.
So, you know, we've been talking about currencies. We know we got a lot of currencies that are moving around.
It's very timely, right? We're just talking to Daryl. He happened to bring up dollar, Canadian dollar, and I know that Gail had sent over a couple charts. We're going to take a look at some currency action, right, Gail?
Oh, definitely. The U.S. CAD has the rate announcement tomorrow, and I'm already watching it. I do think we're going to see some upward movement, maybe prior to the rate announcement, but it could even be at the rate announcement.
When you say upward movement, you're saying the Canadian dollar will get stronger against the U.S. dollar?
Actually, no. The Canadian would be weaker because the U.S. dollar would go up.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, especially with the stochastics on the daily is overextended to the downside. So more than likely, we're going to see a retracement up probably to the ATR. Now, once that happens, then if it happens before the rate announcement, we will probably see the USD get weaker, but otherwise we could see it later in the week where the USD falls.
What is the ATR?
The ATR is an average true range stop that I use, and it just gives support and resistance to price.
Yes. Now, we have another chart that has the scanner on it, right? That is...
There's a lot going on in this chart, man.
Talk to us about this chart.
Well, you know, one of the issues I think that most traders have is, what am I going to focus on today?
Okay.
And I think that's where the scanner really helps, because believe it or not, you know, with all of these currencies in this window, I can actually tell you what's going on every single chart just by looking at this. And what I want, especially trading a 2-hour binary, is something that's really going to move, and it's going to have to move quickly. So I need something that has some momentum by it. Well, this is where your volume divergence comes in, your stochastics being overextended will come in, pivot lows, or even a combination. For example, on the 15-minute chart in this window, both the USD Swiss franc and the USD yen have short volume divergence, meaning it will go down, and the ADX, which is circled in white, is showing you that it's overextended as well because it's above 70. Now, the next question is, how big of a move are you going to get? Well, I know if the ADX makes a peak, then it's going to go back down to the ATR. And if you look at that last white circle there, you've got 24 ticks on the USD Swiss franc and 15 on the USD JPY. So that means I probably want to trade the USD Swiss franc because I'm going to use an out-of-the-money binary to lower my risk.
And where do these volumes come from? Where is where is the information coming off on the scanner?
It's actually coming off of indicators that I programmed, but it's like reading the chart but putting it in an Excel spreadsheet type of.
But I mean, what exchange is the volumes coming off? Where are you getting the volumes?
These are from FXCM. It's based off of tick count.
Right, okay.
Because, in currencies, the
right, no, I'm with
currencies,
you. FXCM is a large currency trader, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Right. So when you're looking for, just like you said, that's pretty cool. You're looking for a 2-hour binary, and when we're looking on the right-hand side, you're saying that if it's minus 24 ticks, minus 15 ticks, that would be a better probability? Is that how I read that?
Well, that's how far it's going to move.
Okay.
So if you're looking at, okay, I'll need to use an out-of-the-money binary. Okay. How far out of the money can I go?
Okay,
well,
cool. Okay.
USD Swiss franc is a 5-pip strike.
Yeah.
So, I do half of that, which gives me 12, so I can go 2 strikes out.
Nice, okay. And what happens with the binaries, folks, if you haven't been over the Nadex product, risk versus the reward, that's when you can get in something for $10, $12, you know what I mean? And you're looking for that, $90 on the other side. Because each one is $100. Exactly, right.
That's right. And see, you can even do this off of the higher time frame. For example, the euro yen.
Yes.
Do you see on the 240 it says short divergence?
Yes.
And it has that MPK. Okay, look over to the next circle, and that tells you it's 39 ticks that it's going to move. So it's got 10 pip strike width. So it's going to move at least 3 strikes in your favor, okay? In this case, it actually made the 30 pip move, and it's still working to get that remaining 9 pips. And that's just been in the last couple of hours. So these are really powerful moves, especially if you're using a 2-hour binary. You go in that with 20, let it expire, well, you've made 80. That's a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio.
Sure. And when we look at the euro yen there, now, was that off of any announcements last night in Europe or Japan, or is this just movement in general?
This is movement in general, and it actually occurred this morning between 6 and 9 o'clock. There was no real market movements there. Market reports, I should say.
So then tomorrow, it was the Canadian Central Bank tomorrow that's going to basically come out with an announcement. Is that why everyone's looking at the Canadian dollar?
Yeah. It's at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, that move typically, historically, from high to low, immediately, 15 minutes immediately after that market report, it's a 100-pip move.
Oh, that's a big move.
That is.
Oh, yeah. It's 10 strikes using a binary. So that is a perfect opportunity to really go in there and just capture a nice risk to reward ratio.
Right. Just as long as those premiums aren't too expensive, right? Because I'm sure they're going to be a little juiced ahead of that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if it's going to move 10 strikes, even if the first 2 or 3 are expensive, by the time you get to the 4th or 5th, it's not going to be as expensive. You can actually still get them from anywhere between $15 to $25.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, looking for that big move.
Yeah, I like the 15.
And then you could also
like
add a spread to it.
Right? Yeah.
It's so many ways to trade the rate announcements with a limited risk environment. I love Nadex.
So
it's just like
No, it's great.
It's great.
I was just going to mention that you have an article over there on the Nadex Market News talking about basically exactly this. So if you go right to TFNN, right under breaking news, folks, you go to Nadex Market News, and I'm just going to scroll down, and there is Gail right here. So that's an article today, scanning Forex for upcoming moves, and it just kind of talks about what we're talking about with some similar.
That's
trends.
timely too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I think I went over the Aussie dollar in that article, and it's already moved to 12 pips. I mean, that's 3 strikes. That's a pretty decent move in 2 hours.
Definitely.
And with
anyway.
it seems that the currencies in general have been pretty volatile. I mean, that move yesterday in the pound, the dollar's moving. We get a lot of movement inside those currency markets.
Definitely.
Oh, I love currencies. Absolutely love them.
Well, listen, Gail, thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming on. Look forward to speaking to you next week.
All right, thank you, and you have a wonderful day.
Have
You
a
too.
great
Thanks,
one.
Gail.
Have a safe one. That's Gail Mercer from the Traders Help Desk, folks. You can check it out right in the front page of TFNN. Just go under news, and you'll see the Nadex market news. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right up 153, Nasdaq up 11, S&P's up 8, and Let's see. World Poker.
Little update on the World Series of Poker. So they're into day 5. The Rio losing their lights last night at like 10 o'clock. Now they're dealing with some summer storms, I guess, just like Florida in that essence. And the Rio, not exactly the newest hotel out there near the Strip. And so somehow they lost electricity around like 10, 11 o'clock last night and just decided to call it an evening and come back
I can't imagine a casino losing, like, all that money on the table. It's like, I'm sure they get, like, some lights, but it's like, whoa.
I've seen it actually at the Hard Rock.
Have you?
Playing when they, I mean, you can only have so many backups when you get those lightning bolts, I think, that hit you. They knock you out.
You mean right in Tampa?
Right, yes, exactly.
We're the lightning capital of the world,
but
folks.
they get some lightning out there as well, and you just get that kind of heat. I don't know without humidity, but yeah, so they're down to about 100 people out there.
Oh, really?
The plan is to play down to 27 people today. Then they'll play down to 9 people tomorrow, and then it'll actually take 3 days to go from 9 to 1. Well, I think they play from 9 to 5, and then and then 5 to 2, and then they come back and do the heads up.
Really?
But about 100 people. There's still some known names in there if you follow the poker community. There was one, Cliff Josephie. This guy finished 3rd a few years ago. I know him from being a big online player, and this is where he live and die on these hands. And he got 3.8 million in with kings versus the ace-king suited, and what happened? Ace on the river, and he's gone for like a 7 million chip pot, which would be one of the leaders almost of.
Wow.
So there's lots of poker left, 100 people in there, and they're airing it sometimes on ESPN. I know I played it about 9 o'clock last night, which is why it's always interesting. And
so the people left now are getting a lot of money, right?
They are. They're getting at least 50 grand. I'm not sure, but it's, they put up 10 grand. They're getting 50, maybe 75 grand as they come in, and 8.8 million up top.
Pretty wild.
It is.
Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next. And I'm man Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back. Dow up 150, Nasdaq up 14, S&P's up 8. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. No